of guys get people telling them, just be yourself.
Think about that term, just be yourself. What does that even mean? Does be yourself mean be less than you're capable of? Because that's really what people are saying.
Right.
Just be yourself, just be yourself. Okay, well, I'm not as good at things right now that I'd like to be. So is that what you're telling me to do? Just settle for that?
You can decide who you want to become, whoever you want to become, whatever your identity is. If you decide that you don't want to be shy, if you want to be a person who's outgoing, you can become that person. And you can do it authentically. Why? Because the inbuilt desires that you have, those are the unchanging things. Imagine you want to be a person that's completely different than you are right now. That is your real, true, authentic self. A lot of people say, I'm lazy, I'm dumb, I'm angry. What is the real truth of this? Are you actually lazy? Is that your identity? Are you an angry person? Or is it that in the past you have acted in a way that was lazy? In the past, you have procrastinated on things. In the past, you have lost your temper very quickly or let things irritate you. That's all in the past. It's not who you are, it's what you've done. That's a true acknowledgement. What I believe and what I've discovered from coaching hundreds of men and my own self-discovery and living, breathing human psychology, this is what I do, is this. You have this true, authentic self of who you are, and it is covered up by all of this crap, all this other stuff, your social conditioning, your environment that you grew up in, your insecurities, all of these things that you need to purge from yourself in order to grow to become the man or the person that you are meant to be. To figure out who that person is, it's who you desire. It's who you desire to be. You already are that person, but you have to work through all the stuff that you have that's preventing you. So for example, let's take my transformation. If you go back and you look at some of my older videos and you look at Simple Programmer and me being this shy, kind of geeky, nerdy guy, not a very masculine guy at all, and you go back even to my fat and lazy days, and you could see a completely different personality, completely different person. This John you see right now, he was trapped inside of that guy. It's not that the guy transformed. It's not like that I became this, that I chose to take on this different identity and become a different person and fake it and not be authentically who I was. This John that you see now was trapped inside of the fat, lazy, shy, nerdy John. In my heart of hearts, my desire was to be who I am. And so I had to fake it till I made it. I had to start acting like the person who I wanted to become. I had to start playing that role. I had to change my identity. I had to stop saying that I was shy and start saying I was bold and courageous. I had to start doing those things until it became the reality. And why did I have that desire within me? Because it was me. See, I was wearing this fake mask, this persona of a weaker John. But the real potential John that was within me, it needed to grow, it needed to blossom. And many people do not reach that potential because they're afraid, because they think it's being inauthentic. They think it's not being true to themselves. But whoever you want to be, that's who you truly are. This is the magic of this. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about people saying, oh, you're not being real, you're not being authentic, you're faking it. You're not. There's a reason why you have the desire to become who you potentially could become. That is authentically who you are. It's trying to get out. The real you is trying to get out. It's trapped within this body, within the psychological patterns that you've created for yourself that restrict you from becoming who you want to be. It's trapped within these limiting beliefs. And the way that you unleash that is by overcoming your fears, is by facing your fears. It's by putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, because as you become more and more uncomfortable and you become comfortable with becoming uncomfortable and you put yourself in these kind of situations, what ends up happening is that you're able to be more real and be more authentic. You're able to let that true self of yours come out.